The IT field is a booming field now, and many other people have the interest to join. Hi, I am Ehoneah Obed, and today in this video I'll be sharing with you how I developed an interest in the IT field. My first exposure to a computer was, I think, in junior high school when we started studying ICT, but it wasn't that much. We just went to do some paint, if I recall correctly, but about 10 people to one computer, so you couldn't get much from it. Then also when I got to the senior high school, I was still reading ICT, and we had this huge ICT lab in the secondary school, which is Ghana Secondary Technical School, G.S.T.S for short. So basically that time too, I didn't really have much interest in the IT field, like computers. The love for computers wasn't there, and what the issue that we had was that even though we had a huge computer lab, it couldn't still contain all of us. There were a number of students. I think there were about 40 to 50 PCs, and in my class we were a little above 50. So most of the times students had to rush to the computer lab whenever we had ICT. At the time too, I think from second year to final year, ICT was not a scoring course. So basically we were not writing exams on it, so I wasn't taking it serious. I was always with the other things, and hardly did I even rush to go to the IT lab. So that place too, I didn't get much. But the time came in final year when I was selected to be part of our newly formed robotics team. As a member of the robotics team, we were supposed to program robots to do various things, innovative projects, as in come up with innovative projects. And basically at the time I didn't know much about these things, so I was more of technical, if I should say, assistants to the other team members who were somehow good with programming. So it was more like, pick this for me, select this for me, press this. I was just following instructions. But that was what got me thinking. A whole lot of my colleagues could do a lot of things. Like when they sit behind the computer, there were things that they were doing. That is what I call the magic of the IT world. Like things that you wouldn't even imagine could be possible. So from there, I wish I could do things similar to what they were doing, or better still, I could go far ahead of what they were doing. So I started to go on a search. I started from our library because at the time we weren't using phones. I didn't have access to the internet myself, so the only place I could get information was the library. I went to the library, went to the ICT section, and started searching on some things. I came across this book, Creating Your Own Website in HTML, and I think that book helped me tremendously. Like it was more of a picture book. Like they write a code and they will give you a picture of the output. So that's how I started learning to program computers. Even though I was in school and I didn't have a computer on my own, I could easily refer to this book and make references to it. I borrowed a book from the library, and during the vacation when I came home, I spoke to my older brother, got his computer, and that is how it all began. I came to love coding so much that I was almost always on the computer coding. It was so nice that I could do several things. Like even the little things I could do at the time, I was so much happy about it. I was always running and screaming about things that I've done. I've been able to create this, I've changed this, the background is blue, this, and every other person in my household who would see what I was doing was like, wow, how do you do it? I want to also learn how to do this. Many of my friends also saw me and they wanted to learn. Basically, that is how it all started. Then from then, after school, I got a computer of my own and I started learning to design, that's graphic design, and many more things. I learned a whole lot. Fast forward to today. I'm a graphic designer, I'm a web designer, a web developer as well. I do a bit of photography, a bit of videography, name it. Almost everything in the IT field is very interesting to me. Once I set my mind to it, I'll definitely achieve it. Currently, I am a web developer, as I have said, and I do a lot of coding regularly. I am now aiming to start artificial intelligence. It's going to be a thing of the day pretty soon, and I want to prepare myself towards it. So before I end this video, I want to encourage you. There is so much for everyone out there. If you have an exposure to a computer, there is so much that you can do. Start learning something now. There's so many things that you can learn. Go online, anything of interest to you, start learning it, and I know that you'll be great at it. Bye bye.